Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Seamaster 2018 ITTF World Tour Platinum Shinan Korea Open, here live from Daejeon. I'm Galia Dvorak and I will be your commentator for this men's singles quarterfinal match. This is the first quarterfinal match between Jun Mizutani from Japan and Sangsu from Korea. Here we can see the Seamaster 2018 ITTF World Tour standings, led by Fang Zhendong. Lee Sang-soo is 10th. Jun Mizutani is 13th in these World Tour standings. Lee Sang-soo, to get to this quarterfinal match, she beat in the previous round a player from North Korea, Ham Yu-song. And in the first match of the draw, he beat Tiago Apollonia from Portugal with an impressive score of 4-0. On the other hand, Jun Mizutani, she beat his friend Dima Ovcharov with the score of 4-2. And in the first round of the main draw, he beat Gao Ning from Singapore. I was checking previously the head-to-head statistics between the two players, and I think Jun Mizutani he won almost every time they played, except one time last year in 2000. Now I'm not sure if it was last year or 2016. Anyway, Jun Mizutani only lost one time to Lee Sang-soo, and I think he won five times. So it will be an interesting match. But anyway, Lee Sang-soo seems to be a player very much in form, despite I've been told that lately he's not practicing as much as before because he's in the army. Despite still he has to practice, he can practice, but he's having very good results. Here in the screen we can see the last results of Jun Mizutani while he's warming up, playing with backhand, shake hand style, left hand player. And now in the screen we see Lee Sang-soo, his world ranking number 7, age 27, his last World Tour results, quarterfinal in China Open, quarterfinal in Hong Kong Open. Clearly he's a player in form. He also won the bronze medal in the singles events in World Championships in 2017. Jun Mizutani, a player that we all know, he's been playing many years in the World Tour circuit, 29 years old. He was bronze medalist in the last edition of the Olympic Games in 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, where he beat for this bronze medal match Vladimir Samsonov. Looks like the two players they are ready for this match. Some small time drying their hands with the towel, cleaning the table. It's something that many players do before starting the match, cleaning the table. I mean, I think the tables after the tournament must end up very, very clean, judging by the amount of the players that do this movement. It's more like a tradition. That don't think that the tables at the World Tours are dirty. They are not. They are clean. So Lavol, Lee Sang-soo is going to serve. He's throwing a little bit the ball. I was commentating in the previous matches that here in the hall is a little bit windy because of the air condition. Wow, what a backhand! I was talking about some air condition and suddenly Lee Sang-soo comes with this first point, 1-0. Clearly he's serious about this. He tried to go with a strong forehand deep in Jun's forehand parallel, but the ball touched the net, went a little bit out. Now Jun is going to serve. He went for a reverse pendulum. Wow, what a parallel! Yesterday I was talking with Adam and he told me that Lee Sang-soo has a very strong backhand, that normally many times in the matches he goes for his forehand because maybe he feels more safe with it, but now he seems that he wants to play backhand to all. Nice forehand of Jun Mizutani. Nice placement of the previous balls, playing fast, close to the table with his backhand, middle backhand, and goes for a strong forehand. Now it's 3-2 for Jun. Another strong forehand that Lee Sangsu plays net out. Clearly this ball's from Jun, despite its a long push, maybe it's a little longer than what Lee Sangsu is expecting, and it's a bit too close to the ball to play that one on the table. Now Jun has a 4-2 lead. Powerful control loops at the moment. Both players, they are playing quite a lot of parallels, forehand parallel, backhand parallel. Not now. Lee Sangsu went for a powerful backhand diagonal topspin. Jun only could block that, and he went with an even more powerful forehand in the middle. Now it's 5-3. Lee Sangsu is to serve. So far, Jun Mizutani, he is trying to control the balls, to play them little short, but at the end the ball is little half long, and Lee Sangsu always comes with a strong forehand after this one, after this ball. So far he missed a few, but I think Jun cannot expect that Lee Sangsu will continue missing that. Now it's some controversy with the Lee Sangsu serve. The umpire is telling him maybe to take away the arm. Lee Sangsu accepted. Nice contra loop points. Jun had a good distance. Lee Sangsu tried to finish the point with a good placement, but that ball went a little bit too far in the forehand side of Jun. Now 6-4 and Jun has the serve. Ooh. It was a great idea to play fast this ball, but it went out by a little bit. 6-5. It's interesting how the big amount of variation in the serves that Jun Mizutani has. With almost the same movement, he does a backspin, a side spin, a no spin. Oh, wow! I thought that one was going out, but Lee Sangsu apologized, so clearly the backhand, maybe it was little edge. He thought maybe it also could go out, but it was a nice rally. 6-6, and we couldn't have a more interesting beginning of the match. And the crowd is cheering for Lee Sangsu. I think maybe the first time in the set that he has the lead. 7-6, he is up. And that went little out, but again, as I was saying before, Jun is trying to control his serves, to play the ball short, but it's never short enough, and Lee Sangsu is always able to attack to them. Let's see if in the future in the match, Jun will be able to play this short, but now it's Jun to serve, and he once again for a no-spin serve. And he is fast blocking. It feels like Lee Sangsu is having a little bit more the initiative in this match, but Jun is always prepared to control the balls back and play them back with correct placement and look for his chances maybe sometimes to finish it. Now he has the lead back, 8-7. And 8-8. Very interesting beginning of the match. I'm sweating a little bit. Till now, the previous matches that I was commentating, I was wearing my jacket on. Now I had to take it, and my palms were a little sweaty. 8-all. Lee Sangsu to serve. Oh, nice placement. That ball was parallel, huh? Let's see if we can see a repetition of that. Jun played deep forehand. The ball goes little half long. Lee Sangsu attacks it, and it's really parallel that Jun is not even able to catch it. Now it's 9-8 for Lee Sangsu. Wow, that was a backhand. Again, Lee Sangsu apologizes. Maybe it was little edge, but it was an incredible point. It was fantastic, the speed, the power, the placement of every ball by both of them. But this backhand at the end, it was crazy. 10-8, Lee San-soo is leading. She has a game, he has a game, 2 game points now. Now Jun Mizutani is going to serve. Wow! Wow, what a crazy way to end the set. 11-8. Incredible display of forehand backhands from Lee San-soo. 11-8. Wow. This is crazy. And the home crowd is happy. 1-0 for Lee Sang-soo, and we will be back in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this quarterfinal match between Lee Sang-soo from Korea and Jun Mizutani from Japan. Now we're gonna watch the second set. Lee Sang-soo has the lead by 1-0, playing some crazy shots at the end of the previous set. Jun Mizutani is going to serve. Let's see the outcome of this match. Now Jun goes with a deep forehand. I think it's very, very important in the matches between a left-hand player and right-hand player, the placement of the balls. Of course, in table tennis, the placement is always crucial. But in this right-hand, left-hand player, it's of course the one who can play deep and move the other one from the position always has the advantage. And of course, it's very mental game, and it's about to taking the right decisions. 3-0 lead for Jun Mizutani. We could see how in the previous set also Jun had the lead by 2-3 points during most of the set, but by the end of the set Lee Sang-soo took the lead and he managed to win it. Let's see the outcome of this one. Now Jun seems to have much more the control of the short game. In the previous game, every time he was trying to play short, the ball was getting a little bit half long, and then Lee Sang-soo could attack with very powerful attacks. Now, so far, Jun has been able to play it short during the set, and then Lee Sang-soo is not able to play these strong top spins. And Jun has the lead 5-0. And it looks like almost nothing happened at the beginning of this set, but this is table tennis. The strong top spins and contra spins, they count the same as the short game, as these small things. Every point is equal and same important. And now Jun, with apparently not much work, he has the 6-0 lead, but of course it's a lot of work. I mean, if you ever played table tennis, you will know that learning to control the first steps of the game, serve, receive, playing short, and all these things that we call the small things, it's one of the most difficult parts in the game. Ooh, you see, now he has the control of the short game. Lee Sang-soo thought the ball was going out, but it wasn't. Two drops in the table. 8-0. Jun Mizutani was able to focus very well back after losing the previous set, and he played so far very good the beginning of this one. Now the crowd is happy. First point for Lee Sang-soo, 8-1. Oh, that's a backhand. I think it's impressive how how he can do that. Jun's topspin, even if this one was little slow, it's really spinny, and he just goes and kills the ball. 9-3 lead for Jun Mizutani. And 9-4. Now listen, so he's not staying so much in the short game. He goes for a flick from the beginning of the point, and he goes into the rally. He feels probably he has more chances there. Oh, this was fast. Lee San-soo played a deep, strong forehand in Jun's forehand, but he was just fast enough to play it back, and now he has a game, 6 game points, 10-4 lead. Net serve. 10-5. I think Jun went for a strong backhand from this middle ball. It's something maybe not so common. This ball maybe was more a forehand ball. Jun decided to go with the backhand and missed that by a little bit. And he wins the set with a really backspin serve. Lee San-soo tried to play it short but missed it a little bit in the net. Now it's 1-love, and we'll be back after this small break. Bye. Hangun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this men's quarterfinal match. First quarterfinal match played between Jun Mizutani and Lee San-soo. Now the score is 1-1, and it's very interesting how we could see in the first set Lee San-soo won by playing strong top spins, good placement, and spectacular points. But the second set, Jun Mizutani took it by playing very short and playing very good in the small game. Now let's see what's going to be the outcome of this third set. Net serve. In the previous set, Jun was able to control very well Lee San-soo serves, playing all the time very short. That's the reason probably why Lee San-soo now is going maybe more for a no-spin serve or side spin serve. So Jun is not able to play it short, and he has to go for a flick, and probably Lee San-soo has better chances after that. Jun played very good in the middle, but Lee San-soo was just faster, and he played fast with forehand. Now he has the lead 2-1. And Jun has had the attack in this point. We could see how Lee San-soo was trying to block, but obviously he's not feeling comfortable in this position. He prefers to attack, and he was not able to put back Jun's top spins. Ooh. Whoa, this ball was much spinnier than what Lee San-soo thought. Good receive by June. Was it maybe not around the net, but on the side of the table? Wow, this backhand is crazy. When he goes for this shot, it's crazy. If June is not putting him out of position and doesn't manage to catch him out of balance, then it's coming strong, strong topspin and very powerful. It's interesting. What is June wearing in his right arm? Well, didn't see it before. It looks like some kind of bracelet in the top part of his arm. It's interesting. Maybe it's some religious thing or just maybe decoration. I just paid attention it before. It's just under his sleeve. Ooh, ooh. Now June went for a deep, deep back and Lee Sun-soo was fast. He's fast. He could play it back, but he was not able to reach the next ball. Sorry. Now it's 5-3 lead for June. Ooh. It was little lucky ball by Lee Sun-soo. It touched that, but still it was a fantastic topspin. He's trying to find that angle in June's forehand. And that's a reason maybe Jun Mizutani is trying to play a lot to Lee Sang-soo's middle, because he knows that if he plays too deep to his backhand, these deep balls in Jun's forehands are coming, and he's trying to keep Lee Sang-soo a little bit more in the middle of the table, so then he doesn't have to face a deep ball back after that serve. This was a good flick by Jun Mizutani. Lee Sang-soo played short in the forehand of Jun, and he went for a long backswing flick that Lee Sang-soo was not able to spin it up over the net. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Now Jun seems to have found the spots and the corners. You can see the Korean fans that they are cheering. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but here in the hallway we can hear it. Like, it's quite full. It's nice when the tournaments are played in Asia to see how many people is coming to watch table tennis and cheer for their athletes. 9-4. He missed the serve. He missed the serve. I think he threw the ball little strange. He seemed to be disappointed about that. Now Jun Mizutani has the game point. Wow, wow, what a way to finish the set. I have Adam sitting next to me and his mouth is wide open because that was fast, strong placement, everything all together. So Jun Mizutani won this set 11-4 and he has the lead 2-1. We'll be back after this short break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this men's singles quarterfinal match between Lee Sangsu from Korea and Jun Mizutani from Japan. Now we can see how Lee Sangsu is talking to the umpire. I'm not sure what might he be saying. Complaining about something, maybe? The ball kids? I'm not sure. Ah, maybe there is some people walking by, passing by, and he gets distracted, but or the not the people, but maybe the advertisements. Now I'm very confused. Okay. Now Adam is telling me that here the venue, it's like a round venue, and at the top there are some windows that they are closed with some curtains. But now it seems that some curtains they moved, and Lisansu says that when he throws the ball, that maybe he gets disturbed by these lights. I don't know. That's a theory, but he now is really taking a break and sitting. Now I'm very confused. Or he's going to change the t-shirt. Okay, he's going to change the t-shirt. I wonder if this is a tactic to break a little bit the rhythm. Lee Sang-soo won the first set. Now he lost 2 sets in a row quite comfortably, and he's stopping a little bit the game. Now we can see the main referee in the area and talking to Lee Sang-soo's coach. And I think it might be finally related to advertisements in the barriers, because I mean I cannot hear what the Korean coach is saying to the umpire, but he seems to be talking about it by his gesticulation. Now the main referee is calling some stuff of the ITTF. I don't know even what to say. It's confusing, but I mean, these players are very used to play in any kind of situations, and as I was talking before, this venue is fantastic. It's one of the most beautiful venues I played in, and the floor, I think the purple floor looks beautiful. So, and 2 matches more have been played this morning, and none of the girls complained about anything. So it's strange. I'm not sure what can be the problem, and again, it can be a strategy from Lee Sang-soo to a little bit stop the game, to break Jun Mitsutani's focus. Yeah, I think it's quite obvious that it must be something about the advertisements in the barriers that they change sometimes, and I guess the movement of those must be distracting somehow Lee Sang-soo. Maybe they are going to fix it by keeping them still, or I don't know. Let's see the outcome of this. Now the main referee is again in the area. He's calling Jun to come. He's going to explain something to the both players. And it seems to be something in the opposite side, and in the one that we cannot see in the camera. Now the main referee is out of the court. Let's see where is he walking, where is he going to go. The two players are standing, talking to the coaches. Jun Mizutani seems maybe to be ready to go back to the table. No, he's just walking around. While now Lee Sangsu is coming to the table, and both players are coming back to play. I don't know now if it's my impression or the reality, but I feel like the advertisements in the LED barrier, they are not as bright as they were before. Maybe it was an issue about its brightness. Who knows? Sure, we'll find out after the match. Anyway, we're back at it after this small break that the players took. 2-1 lead for Jun Mizutani, and he's going to serve. Let's see if this small break is not disturbing him. It looks like by this first point it's not. He went for a strong forehand shot, but it went to the net. Now 1-love. 2-1 for Jun Mizutani. Now he's looking a little bit more for attacks in his forehand. I think if Jun is going to have the initiative and the attacks, it's going to be very difficult for Lee Sangsu. His only way to win it is with strong forehand topspin like this one that he played straight in the middle in the body of Jun Mizutani. Mizutani could play it back, but he from straight on said that he played it with the t-shirt. And as you probably know, it's not allowed to play with the t-shirt. You can only play with the racket. Whoa, this is a nice backhand parallel. I have to say, I have to admit that I'm very impressed by Lee Sangsu's backhand in this match. Already talking to Adam yesterday, he told me that he had a very, very good backhand. Despite maybe in the first balls, at the beginning of the point, he tries to look more for the forehand. But later on, ooh, a nice placement. Did you see that? The last backhand, it went directly in the white line. Lee Sangsu clearly is fast, and he got his focus back after this small break. Now he has the 4-2 lead. The ball touched a little bit the net. Now again we see how in the set Jun is looking a little bit more in the for the forehand. Every time he has the chance, he plays 2-3 balls with the backhand, but every time he has time to turn around the play with the forehand, he goes for it. Oh, nice placement. It's quite interesting to see in the players of this level how every ball they play, it's never just on the table. They always look at their opponent and try to play it in the place where their opponent is not. Something very easy to say, but very difficult to achieve in the game. 5-4 for Lee Sangsu. We could see how after lobbing one ball in the previous point, now we saw it in the repetition, he tried to save one ball, played it high, and then went for a contra spin in the next one. Also, we can see how Jun he's trying to solve the issue or the problem that he has with the Lee Sangsu's backhand, deep backhands in his forehand by playing in Lee Sangsu's forehand. Of course, Lee Sangsu has a strong forehand, but if Jun can play with speed and good placement, he's always ready to play them back. And now we saw how Lee Sangsu played little bit out this forehand topspin, and this ball was really tricky because Lee Sangsu served side spin, and Jun played it with his racket up, just giving back his spin. And this ball seems easy, but they are not easy at all. 7-5 lead for Jun Mizutani, and he is going to serve. Again, cleaning the table. Jun went for a serve in the middle backhand of Lee Sangsu, but Lee Sangsu started to opening the game directly in his forehand corner, and then Jun has little more trouble. As I was saying before, I think he will try to keep the short game a little bit more in the forehand of Lee Sangsu as he did now. But every time he plays a deep backhand ball in Lee Sangsu's backhand, it's a winner point for Lee Sangsu. It's incredible how deep he is able to play these balls. Eight-7. We can see the frustration in Lee Sangsu's face after missing by a little bit this point. We can see how Lee Sangsu served little bit side spin. Jin Wen trying to control this ball to keep it short, but this ball was little too high, and Lee Sangsu went for with a strong winner flip. Now it's 8-all. Jun Mizutani is going to serve. Little half-long serve. I think it was not on purpose. Jun seemed surprised when he saw topspin coming, but he was ready to block it back very fast. 9-8 lead for Jun Mizutani. You can see Lee Sangsu looking up in the air, trying to focus. Once again, I have to say I'm very impressed how fast Lee Sangsu is with his backhand. He's winning many points with that, as we can see now here. Oh, we didn't see the first two backhands that I think were the key point of this point. Anyway, now it's 9-all, and this game is being very interesting. Maximum tension. Lee Sangsu is going to serve. Jun went for a chiquita. Again, Lee Sangsu is serving side spin up, and it's 10-9 lead for Lee Sangsu. He has a game point. He has the serve. Let's see if he can take it. Wow! Incredible point! Incredible point! We can see how Jun Mizutani went again for the chiquita, but this time he did it parallel, and Lee Sangsu played his strong top spins deep in the forehand. Now we'll see in the repetition. Deep forehand, but Jun was ready, out of balance, but still playing it back. Strong backhand diagonal, and Lee Sangsu caught that, but it was a little bit out, down in the table. Now 10-all, and Jun Mizutani is going to serve maximum tension. Jun tried to control this ball and played it short, but it was little half long, and there Lee Sangsu, he's just killing it. 11-10, another game ball for Lee Sangsu. Will he serve another time side up? Side spin up, I mean. 12-10, incredible game, very tense, 2-2. Lee Sangsu won this game by 12-10 with some very good points at the end of this set. And now it's 2-all. We'll be back after this short break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this men's singles quarterfinal match between Jun Mizutani and Lee Sangsu. The score is 2-all, and there is maximum tension here in the arena here in Daejeon in the Korean Open. The crowd, of course, is cheering for Lee Sangsu. He's playing in home soil. That's a powerful forehand by Jun Mizutani. I would not describe him as a very strong or powerful player because he's not going that often for these powerful shots, but of course when he's needed, he can do it. He stays calmly controlling the game, playing good placement. He's very good at the short game. He's also very good at saving some points in lobbing and back at the table, but sometimes when he has the time and the possibility to end the points with strong forehand, of course he goes for that. Now we could see a very good receive by Lee Sangsu. Jun Mizutani served backspin. Lee Sangsu played short in his forehand, and Jun didn't reach that one plate in the net. Oh, nice point. As I was saying before, now we can see how Jun is trying to play a lot, trying to find the middle pocket, the elbow of Lee Sangsu, because often the corners don't work that well for him because Lee Sangsu is coming with very deep, powerful strokes from the corner. So for Jun, Mizutani is working better when he's playing in the middle. As we can see now, Jun played deep forehand for Lee Sangsu, and Lee Sangsu came with a very powerful shot in Jun's forehand. Ooh, it's this ball is really tricky because Lee Sangsu is serving little side spin, and Jun seems to play the ball easily in the middle, but it's not that easy. The ball has the spin back from Lee Sangsu's serve, and it's not as easy as it may seem. But we could see the frustration from Lee Sangsu after missing that shot. 4-2 for Jun Mizutani. This time Lee Sangsu went for a parallel backhand, not for the strong diagonal as he goes often with the shot. Jun could save it and recover it, but it was little too late, little too high, and Lee Sangsu killed the ball. Oh, H. We can see how Lee Sangsu was a little frustrated after that one because he did it well. He played fast backhand, he turned around, he wanted to finish with forehand, but he was maybe a little bit out of position or a little bit too late and touched the ball with the edge. Now it's 5-3 and Jun Mizutani, he's leading. As I would say, as most of the sets, we could see how at the beginning of the set, often Jun has the lead, but in 2 sets, Lee Sangsu could recover and take them back. Now it's 3 points lead for Jun Mizutani. Net serve. I thought for a moment that he was going to miss that one. Little lucky ball from Lee Sangsu. Jun Mizutani was lucky at the beginning of the point when he played short, but now Lee Sangsu had his leg back. Now it's 6-4. Jun is going to serve. Jun celebrated this serve. It's as I was saying at the beginning of this match, there is a lot of variation of Jun's serves. He can serve side spin, nose spin, back spin, reverse pendulum. There is no, he served two very similar serves in a row and tried to win that with speed, but he missed by a little bit. Lee Sangsu was faster in this game. Now it's 7-5. Lee Sangsu is apologizing because he was a bit lacking that one, playing with the edge. Apologizing again. To the edge. Oh, this was a good ball for Lee Sangsu, but it touched the net and it went a little bit out. Now Jun has the lead 8-6, 2-2. Jun Mizutani went for a long serve. Lee Sangsu seemed to not expect it, but after Jun played a little bit net out. Now it's 8-7. Both players are taking the time before every point. Clearly a sign that there is quite a lot of tension here in the match. And Lee Sangsu is fast. He is really, really fast. 8-8. And again, one more set, as I was saying, Jun Mizutani had the lead during all the set, but now at the end, Lee Sangsu is recovering it. And ooh! He missed that one by a little bit. Jun was fast, played deep backhand. Lee Sangsu tried to play it fast in Jun's backhand, but missed it by very small margin. Now it's 9-8. Lee Sangsu to serve. Ooh! And here the fast one was Jun Mizutani. It's unbelievable how he can block very good these balls with his backhand. While Lee Sangsu is not able to find angle enough to play deep forehand in Jun's forehand, then Jun is very good at controlling the balls in the backhand. And timeout, interesting timeout. It's I mean, every player have their own tactics and feelings with the timeout, but now Jun was 8-8. He won 2 points in Lee Sangsu's serve, and now with the 10-8 and his serve, he asked for a timeout. Maybe he wants to hear the advice of his coach on which serve to do or how better to start the point, because maybe he's not really, yeah. I think they are talking, I see by the gesticulation, he's talking about flicks and this. They are talking about the beginning of the point probably. Jun he's not very sure how to begin the game, how to start the point on. And he took some time to think and prepare how to do it better. He used the full minute for that. And now he's back at the table with a 10-8 lead, 2 game balls to have 3-2 lead in this match. He has his serve. Oh, he changed the serve. He played backspin, calmly played short one time again, went for a flick, and win the point. It was obvious that he wanted to change a little bit the tactic at the beginning of the point, because lately all the points were starting more or less the same way with flick and or as topspin from a high half long ball, and clearly it worked out for Jun Mizutani. Now he has the 3-2 lead in the set, and we will be back in a minute to see the outcome of this match. So, sorry? Tissues. I may have them, but you need it now.
It's okay, I can wait.
Can you wait after the end of the match? Because I really have to look for it, because I have my bag fully
You got
packed.
a question?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you have something to tell me?
I mean, Lee Sangsu has the more powerful backhand,
Yes.
and Jun Mizutani is playing it safer with shorter strokes closer to the table.
Yes.
It was exactly like our conversation. Like, Lee Sangsu is a powerful backhand, but he's not as confident with consistency. So he'll make 3 in a row, but if it's blocked back, he'll
Yeah.
find the edge, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for this quarterfinal match between Jun Mizutani and Lee Sangsu. Jun has the lead 3-2, and now also has the lead 1-0 in this set. It's incredible how how Jun is changing all the time his serves. I said it a few times along the match, but it's crazy how he can throw the ball higher, lower, serve maybe a little more shovel, more classic side spin. It's quite impressive, the talent that he has for it, or maybe the practice. Anyway, now Lee Sangsu is serving, and he has the 2-1 lead at the beginning of this set. Sorry. Wow! I thought that ball was short, but clearly Lee Sangsu didn't think that. And wow. Once again, let's see if it was short. Okay, it wasn't short. It was half long ball, and he just killed it parallel that Jun only could look at the ball. Now Jun is little too late for this short game. Lee Sangsu is playing the ball short back, and the balls from Jun Mizutani, they end up being little half long, and we are seeing that if these balls are half long, he has not much to do. Lee Sangsu has very powerful strokes, and if Jun is not able to play them with good lengths, then it's very difficult to block them back. And 5-1 lead. I think it's the first time in the match that Lee Sangsu has such a comfortable lead. Now he's leading 5-1. Something that I wanted to say, and I didn't know if I should or not, but it's like a few times I was looking at memes or memes. I don't know how are they called in your country, but anyway, Jun Mizutani's memes and memes. And once I saw one of him comparing him to Magikarp. Those who are a little bit older, you may not know who Magikarp is, but he's a very famous Pokemon that is famous for being maybe the weakest Pokemon ever. Just that he has a special thing that later on he evolves in another Pokemon, Gyarados, that he's one of the strongest Pokemons ever. Anyway, that's maybe for you, some of them it sounds irrelevant, but if you Google Magikarp, you will see how he kind of looks like Jun Mizutani. And well, anyway, Magikarp is one of my favorite Pokemons ever. And now, stop talking about Magikarp and let's focus back in the match. Lee Sangsu has the lead 6-3. But Jun is recovering back. It's recovering back, and he's 6-4. Time out for Lee Sangsu. I think I think it's a well called timeout. Well, probably all the timeouts are well called. What do I know? But I feel that this is maybe a moment to call a timeout, because while I was distracting you with my Pokemon talk, Jun Mizutani was recovering and coming back after Lee Sansu having the lead 5-1. Jun Mizutani came back to 6-4, and that was maybe a time to slow the game down and try to win this set, to have to maybe to beat 3-3 and have the chances to win this match, because I think if June manages to come back maybe at the end of the set with the lead and the confidence, he will be not easy to stop. Now the two players are back. The umpires called the timeout back. I think Lee Sansu has the serve, if I remember correctly. Yes, he does. He has the serve, 6-4 lead. Wow, surprisingly he went for a long serve in June's backhand, but June was fast to play it back, and he won this rally. Now it's 6-5 and June is almost catching up. Nice. He has really powerful, strong backhand. Anyway, I think it was a very good receive by June with the Chiquita. Just that Lee Sansu, of course, he was prepared for that, and one. Very nice. Oh, nice. It's unbelievable how sometimes June seems to be losing the balance, but after he is able to recover it back and stay in position. Now we will see in the repetition. Nice flick, backhand. Now forehand, he's out, but then he's back. 7-6. Ooh! He almost played it back. He was there, but this was a powerful forehand from Jun Mizutani. Every time that Lee Sansu is not able to control his serves back to play them short, then Jun has a big advantage, as we could see now. And now it's 7-all. Lee Sansu is serving. This was a good receive and maybe even a little lucky. The ball didn't jump much, but Jun didn't apologize, so maybe there was not luck at all. It was just a superb shot. 8-7. And Jun has the lead for the first time in this set. Net serve. Oh. Nice touch, nice serve. 9-7 lead for Jun Mizutani. The home crowd is cheering for Lee Sansu. Come on, Lee Sansu. Oh, now we could see how 3 points in a row. Jun Mizutani played superbly good at the beginning of the point. Good flicks, good feeling. That's nerves of steel. And now he has a game point by 10-7. Well, not only one, 3 game points. Will he able to win this match? Net serve. Sometimes it's not easy to see in the camera, but the umpire called it very fast. Oh, The serve was a little bit too half long, more than Jun expected, and Lee Sangsu went with a big spin parallel that Jun couldn't play it back on the table. Now Jun Mizutani has a 10-8 lead, he's cleaning little bit the table, little bit his shoes, taking his time to think. How is he going to receive? Again, the home crowd cheering for Lee Sangsu in this crucial moment. Whoa! Superb receive from Jun Mizutani, and he wins this match. Congratulations, Jun, 4-2, and he moves through to the semifinals. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. I almost said XOXO Gossip Girl. I never know how to end, because I don't want to end exactly like you, and I need to provide something, and then just every time the same.
I guess since it's for them, it's just like the midway point. You can really stick around. We got more coming up.
Yeah.
Adam Bob will be taking.
Yes, I was planning to say this, but as I haven't been prepared and English is not my language, I was like, better go away from here.
Right.
Okay, see you later for the mixed doubles. I will go to practice a little bit.
Practice table tennis.
Table tennis.
I would like that. I want to change my shoelaces.
And I have to give you a tissue.
If you have an extra,
I have.
Thanks. I'll move over here.
You can keep them. I have another package.
Oh, thank you. All right.
You will put something here, underneath here.
No, I just had this too.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later then.
See you later.
soon.
I think it's a 3, no? Right?
It's all followed by, but the estimated here, estimated is 3.
Estimated is 4. Okay.
I'll be here the whole time before, maybe 2, I don't know. If there are no injuries, are you going back to the hotel? You stayed here?
No, I'm staying here. I practice and I come back.
The mixed doubles match starts on the dot 3 because
Oh,
KBS.
it does?
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
Okay.
On the dot, they want it because it's going live on their channel.
Okay. So if the other finishes at 2:30, we have a 30-minute break?
Yeah, correct. Those two are already
Okay.
here.
I see.
Okay, this is good.
Cool.